Good morning, everybody. How are you? I hope you are feeling very well or quite well. Okay, welcome to Napoleon Philos TV. This is a time of learning. This is a teacher Napoleon. Okay, today we are going to continue with um, history, where we are going to continue with the African response to colonial conquest. The African response to colonial conquest. In this African response to colonial conquest, we are going to focus on different forms of African responses towards European colonial conquest. In these forms, we shall focus on collaboration and resistance. Because some African leaders or African societies, to respond to colonial rule, some were resisted, others collaborated. And now we are going to explain the meaning of collaboration and resistance. Collaboration, where some Africans who welcomed Europeans to establish the settlements in their states or in their kingdoms, or were Africans who accepted to collaborate or to work with the European colonialists. They didn't fight with colonialists. Instead of fighting, they welcomed Europeans to establish settlement in their states. Okay. There are different examples of some African societies or some African states collaborated with European colonialists. Here we can mention Creoles in Sierra Leone and Buganda in Uganda and Fante in Ghana. Those were African states who accepted or welcomed European colonialists. There are also other African leaders who accepted to work with colonialists. Here we can say Melele of Nyamwezi and Kabaka Mutesa, one of Buganda. And also we can say Semei Kangulu of Uganda and King Luanika of Rosie Empire. Also, there is also another African leader who accepted to work with the colonialists who came from in Dahomey kingdom, which is called Gerere of Dahomey. Dahomey. Okay. Those were some African leaders and African societies who accepted to collaborate with some colonialists. Okay, now let's talk about on resistance. Uh, resistance were some African societies and who refused to welcome or work with colonialists. They never accepted to work with colonialists. Instead of welcoming colonialists, prepared rebellions to fight against colonialists. In this resistance, we shall talk about some rebellions who rose up to fight European colonialists. We shall talk about Namahelero rebellion in 1904, 1907, and the Mau Mau rebellion, Shonandebe rebellion, or Chimlenga rebellion. And now, for the purpose of this course of today, let's go ahead with Namahelelo rebellion. Namahelelo rebellion in 1904 and 1907. This was a armed jointly resistance occurred in Namibia. This resistance started by two tribes, Nama and Herero, against the German colonial masters. Here, Germans had took parts of Namibia. Part of Namibia, where the Nama and the Hero were directly subjected to colonial rule. This resistance or rebellion was led by Samuel Maherero. This was a leader or someone who led this rebellion or Namahelelo rebellion. There are some causes which led this Namahelelo rebellion. First, we can talk about only land alienation. Nama and Herero had lost a big part of land, where Germans encouraged the white settlers and the establishment of and planting plantation crops. And Nama and Herero were subjected to the reserves, and there were hard conditions in that reserves, which led to Nama and Herero to rise up for fighting the harsh condition. A good leadership. The able leaders like Hendrik Whiteball and Samuel Maherero prepared a rebellion to fight against Germany. They were motivated leaders inspired Nama and Herero to fight against German colonial masters. There are also forced labor. Forced labor was another cause of Nama and the Herero rebellion, where the Nama and the Herero were subjected to agricultural plantation and constructing railway roads, construction roads and the railways. And Nama and Herero were worked without payment. There was also unfair taxation. The land tax and the heart tax were very harsh to Namibians, the people of Namibia. And here, the taxation system was unfair. And the tax defaulters and those who escaped tax were imprisoned and their land or properties were confiscated. Nama and Herero, they wanted to regain the lost independence. They wanted to regain the lost independence. That is why they joined the rebellions so as to regain their all the prestige and glory. There was also natural calamities which happened in 1884, the Linda pest. This was a pandemic disease which killed a lot of herds or cows of Herero, where 80% of cows were died due to this epidemic disease. Therefore, this was blamed for German to cause this heavy loss. It was agreed for Nama and Herero, which led to subject to the poverty situation. The German harsh rule. The German introduced harsh rule, and they were oppressive too. Nama and Herero, although they were oppressive to Namibians. Therefore, due to this harsh rule and the oppressive rules introduced by Germany in Namibia, people tried to resist so as to find how they can stop that oppressive rule and harsh rule in Namibia. There was a loss of cattle to the Germany. This was where some German soldiers confiscated the cattle or herds of Nama and Hereros. In addition to the Rinder pest disease, which led to heavy loss of cattle of Nama and Herero, it led to Namibians to be angry or against Germany, so as they could prepare resistance. Okay, followers, without consuming a lot of time, because time is money, and I would like to wish you a nice moment, and but let me promise you that in the next session we are going to continue with some why Omukamaka Barega resisted, yeah, omukama kabarega, and also we shall talk about some rebellions took place in Africa, like Mau Mau rebellions and Shona David rebellions. Thank you very much, our followers. Enjoy the course.